My name is Christopher Nisbet. I am the founder of Maya Mountain Research Farm, which is a 31-year-old farm that was former citrus and cattle, and a registered non-governmental organization. We're focused on the intersection where agriculture crosses over ecology, and where's that point where we can create a food model that or a production model then that provides food, fuel, fiber, fodder, marketable crops, medicinal crops, while at the same time replicating ecosystem functions of carbon sequestration, soil and moisture retention, and habitat creation. And I've lived here for 31 years. I was a history and education major in college, and I took what would now be called the gap year in 1985 and ended up in Belize and never went back to school. I decided I wanted to live in Belize, and in the 1980s the easiest way to live in this country was to find a piece of land and either go into the nascent ecotourism industry or to go into farming. And the concept of farming appealed to me. So I bought a old citrus and cattle farm, and it was very cheap because unbeknownst to me at the time, the land was pretty degraded and citrus was at the end of its productive lifespan, and it took me about 18 months to figure out that I had made a kind of a colossal mistake in terms of my choice of land, but I worked with it, and so now we have this. So even though at the time I probably made a mistake in buying a severely degraded and impacted citrus and cattle farm, over the years we came up with methods that we could repair the soil and rebuild soil structure and create production models that are highly productive, especially in terms of energy returned on energy invested. At this point, the farm is functioning like a biological flywheel, and so we've been able to repair this land. So. At this point of maturity in the farm, the farm has internal nutrient cycling. We have trees that are fixing nitrogen through root nodulation, tree legumes like the Erythrina pepigiana, the Erythrina berterawana, the Salmonea saman, and other species. But we also are mining nutrients from the subsoil and dropping it to the floor in the form of leaf litter, flowers, branches, fruit, where it is either broken down to make more soil or harvested and taken elsewhere in the farm. The farm kind of functions more or less like its own ecosystem. So every year in late February or early March, we have our annual permaculture design course. This year will be our 15th, and it's generally taught by a stellar cast of international instructors, along with myself and some local instructors, former students of ours who are coming to help teach some of the modules. So it's a worthwhile event. This is a over 31-year-old experiment in permaculture, and we've done a lot of things right, and we've done quite a few things wrong, and we can point those out. So if you get a chance and you're looking for a place to see the result of decades worth of application of permaculture principles and ethics, this is a good place.